Today we're exploring something pretty fascinating. Black Sabbath. Pioneers of heavy metal, sure, but we're looking at how their sound really got out there. We're diving into how the humble cassette tape, maybe surprisingly, became this key part of forging their underground legend and, well, basically defining a whole genre.
Hi, I'm Paws, and I'm your host. And this is
Rewind, your trusty sidekick.
Yeah, what's so interesting is exactly that interaction, how a shift in technology opens up completely new ways for people to find and share music, especially for a band like Black Sabbath with that kind of raw energy. We're going to trace how their power met the whole DIY spirit of cassette culture. It really changed things.
Okay, so let's set the scene. Birmingham, 1968. You've got Ozzy Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward. Bam, heavy metal starts right there. Their sound was just immense. Those heavy riffs, Ozzy's, unique vocals. Think about landmark albums like the self-titled one, Paranoid, Iron Man, War Pigs, and then Master of Reality in '71. Groundbreaking stuff. But how did that raw power get beyond just the record stores and the radio?
Right, that's the key question.
Yeah.
Because Sabbath's rise in the 70s, their real heyday, it wasn't just about studio albums. It lined up perfectly with cassettes just exploding in popularity.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like a convenient way to listen. It became the actual lifeblood for underground metal by the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Cassettes really democratized it all.
That's a great point. It really was this grassroots power, wasn't it? We're talking these pretty sophisticated networks, often through fanzines, mail orders, just knowing people. And cassette trading wasn't just like making a mixtape for a friend. It was serious business, circulating bootleg concerts, super rare demos you couldn't find anywhere else, fan compilations. That's how you found the music, found your people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of those bootlegs are still collector's items. We're talking early 70s radio sessions, live shows, like John Peel's Sunday Show, Montreux 1970, Brussels 70, Paris Olympia 70. Those were like the classic first-gen tapes. Maybe copied right from the soundboard or a good radio recording. Really prized stuff for the hardcore fans. Bypassed the official channels completely.
And you can't ignore the portability factor. Think about boomboxes, Walkmans. Suddenly, Sabbath wasn't just stuck on a home stereo. It was blasting in bedrooms, out in parking lots, everywhere. Which actually kind of played into the whole Satanic Panic thing too, didn't it? This dark, powerful music, suddenly super accessible, listenable anywhere, maybe away from parents. It fueled some of that mythos.
Definitely. And it's worth remembering, too, that whole foundation built up during the cassette years, it really paved the way for Ozzy's huge solo career later on. Blizzard of Oz, Crazy Train in the 80s. That massive impact didn't come out of nowhere. That loyal fan base was already there, built partly through those tape networks.
So, wrapping this up, what's the takeaway? It seems pretty clear that this simple bit of plastic, the cassette, was, well, crucial. It was integral to how heavy metal found its sound, sure, but maybe more importantly, how it found its audience. It wasn't just a format, it was like a cultural engine.
Absolutely. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other music scenes, maybe even today, are being powered by that same kind of grassroots sharing that technology enables? It just shows how distribution, even through tech that seems simple now, can totally shape how art hits the world and helps build these lasting legends. Really makes you think.